Greetings, it's Intuitive Jacob back to do a reading for this coming Fortnite. That is the two strong ahead of us because none of y'all are weak. If you want some drama and excitement, it's happening now. We've got a couple of opportunities in the Celestial for upgrades as Mercury creates a little bit of a do-over for those of us that woke up under the one inception wheel to see what Venus has to say about the lion waking up in the right den where everything that she might have been conceiving in your purse is now on. I'm doing a 5-card reading for each of the 12 tribes that were never trapped in any other zoo except for the diatomaceous earth to do what it do. I'm going to use our Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck to do a 5-card cross just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 1 for the present situation, 2 for the past and or challenges. Guidance into the future will be card number 3. What we've been focused on and the potential reason for situations at now will be the 4th card, and then we'll be doing a future potential outcome. And for those of you all lovebirds that are interested in what Venus has to bring and more in the world of romance, especially if you've been holding on for your one, we're going to pull a card from the Romance Angels to go on top of that. And I wanted to thank all of you that support my channel and spirit work. I've had a number of recent subscriptions and support and people reaching out for personal private readings. I sincerely appreciate you for that. Appreciate your thumbs up, and if I can do a personal reading for you, all the information is in the description box below. Just hit me up at artoflove.me. I'd be happy to take a look at that for you, and we'll catch you on the inside of your reading. Hey, what's going on, Leo? It's your season. Me shuffling your cards here. Probably gonna speed these up in the edit unless I get some messages for you. I was hearing something about some of y'all. They keep showing me the big top, and I'm hearing it's like some kind of big top peewee thing for somebody that may or may not hit on some of you all, but I'm hearing about some of you that might feel like you were on some kind of treadmill. I don't know if you've ever seen Groundhog Day, where it's like going over and over and over again on the same day, waiting to see how it goes right and having to take all the pedals and go through all the motions and the circles. But they're telling me some of y'all woke up realizing you got Ned Ryerson. And so you'll know if that's for you or not. I'm just going to keep shuffling these cards and we'll get ready for your reading. Oh, I'm chewing frankincense resin, for those of you that wonder what I'm chewing. I had somebody ask me that before. This is frankincense resin. If you chew it up right before you burn it, it doesn't go screaming. It smells like a church. right, Leo, I've shuffled and dealt your cards. Let's see what we've got here for you. I'm going to switch to another view. Alright, that might work out a little bit better for you. Alright. Let's see what the selenite knew to do. We've been drawing poison out of life paths and making sure these Venus-y situations where we have an opportunity for the love and the light of our day have provided us the energy and the messages that we actually need to be able to retain the safest space for the energetic transmissions of our birthing in one inception. All right, I'm gonna let that finish here. And then we'll see what was facing us on the other side of this shuffle, because it might give us an idea as to the hue or the situational context overview of what we're about to embark upon in this reading of your situational energy and opportunities that present us at this time. All right. Very good. Very good. I love these things. That will do just fine. All right. So, what are we looking at? King of Swords in reverse. All right. And, King of Wands in reverse here under here. And the Emperor upright. Interesting. I'm hearing there are some situations at hand here with the overthrowing of false paradigm. Does that look like somebody that may have crossed your path, Leo? In fact, if you've got some air in your chart, this could be you handling situations and hearing in some cases being willing to overthrow false authority and what might only be known in your own divine Akashic record. Because some of you have been hearing things as you've been waking up. For some of you, this could be air element people that you've either left in the past or that might not be too happy with situations around you. If that is an air tribe person, most likely they have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius somewhere in their natal constitution. But we're seeing that here, and I'm hearing for some of you all, this is about division of assets and ways to... I'm hearing circumvent legal authority for things that might have been chased down a paper trail without your permission. Let's see, Leo, this can't be for everybody. I'm going to flip the first card to get an idea of our current situation. We've got the World up right here. Fascinating. Go ahead and flip them all and we'll talk a little bit more about the situations, but that is the coming of the end and the beginning. Past challenge situation. Ten of Swords in reversed. Wow, guidance for the future here. We're seeing a Six of Pentacles. Reason and focus. Two of Cups. And our outcome or potential. Well, we got the Five of Cups in reversed. Now, Leo, this is already making a great deal of sense to me. I was hearing right away something about division of assets and circumvention of legal authorities. And ideas that might have come to pass only because the wrong person was on the other end of the pen for delegations. And so some of you might be dealing with some highly legal situations, especially if it has to do with what our focus or reason is here, which is the Two of Cups. I'm hearing relationship matters for a lot of you, but let's go ahead and start at the current present situation. Did you know that there have been watchers all along that really expensive wall that might be a hall of cost, age, over, for new things that you didn't pen with your own hand? Because some of you all have been kind of naked and open in your truth right here in a protective resonance where this 21 is actually like the 2112 gate. For those of you that don't understand, this is what Area 5-1 looks like, where we're like, hi. Some of them try to put their hands on it, and that's what they get for it. And they couldn't, because it's been protected here from beginning to end. And, you know, if you were getting snoring done in your private bed, nobody actually gets to take that information out of your head and claim it's their book, you know? I'm hearing for some of you all, that's what this is all about, and why those are upside down just like that. Especially if you had someone phony, being self-phony, maybe recording phone calls and taking all of the credit for your work, and sitting themselves on a throne like that saying, I'm the king, or acting like a jerk, because for some of you that's where it landed. And we'll just call it landed, because some of us didn't agree to that inception when we were calling ET for a little help, and that's why we got these resources over here all around you and protecting you in bed. So for some of you, you need to know that the world is yours and that it's not your oyster. Maybe you are the pearl that was in the breadth for the unleavening, where nobody got to see you naked like that, even though you might have been naked in your truth there, Leo. What you've been leaving in the past, this is the recent challenge at large. It's been the end of whatever this is. I don't know what that looks like to you, but to me, that is a dead person who's been stabbed rather heinously in the back, laying in a pool of blood. One of those stabs looks like it's right in the neck, right in the head. I'm hearing some of you all, this has to do with spinal issues and things that have been creating pain in your body. And for others, it's just the mental agony of when is this shit gonna end, is what I'm hearing. And when it shows up like this is the end to a torture. And I'm hearing for some of you, you need to know, if you haven't seen this show up yet as confirmation, because it's saying past here. And for some of you, somebody literally passed because of whatever the situation is. But for others of you, this is you getting to see what is in the process of passing. Because if we are in an energetic wheel where time isn't real, which is what I've been proving in my life work, and that there might be spray-on particles coming all around while we're building this world, certain things didn't get inside that wall or ever see you in that state, although they think they may have seen, heard, smelled, etc. And what you need to know is actually safe, because that is the end of whatever this is. This is really the end, but this is showing that's in the ground dead, and some things do not get to happen. Hence, you being protected in that auspicious wheel where you've had overlookers versus underlords. Some of you are in the process of writing a document. Some of you are in the process of overturning a document. And what you need to know is that here in the future guidance, we've got really wonderful energy to help you with what you're doing, because Six of Pentacles showing up here is rather auspicious. I'm hearing some of you need to know this has to do with people that you're dealing with right now that might be strong in earth element in their natal constitution. They might have real strong resonances with one of the earth tribes like Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm hearing for some of you all, it's very highly possible that it's somebody on the cusp of Gemini that's got Taurus in their birth chart because of how this is landing. But this is an even exchange of things. And I'm hearing for some of you, especially if you're dealing with a plagiarism situation, somebody's gotten caught. You might not have realized it yet, but I heard they already got caught. And plagiarism can come in all sorts of forms and varieties. For some of you all, this is about a job that got taken from you when somebody pretended that they were more qualified. I'm hearing they got overturned. And some of you, you've been dealing with going through the ringer because things get sluggish with the communications going on haywonkers while we've got planets in retrograde where the plans of ET, the end time plans, might be in a review. It's like a spin cycle where it's spraying particles all around us so we can see what we're landing in and what it is that's worthy of the edits. And some of you need to know you're going to be in a much better situation for it. And there's also a strong Libra indication on this as spiritual evidence to me, and I'm seeing like a swinging gate where it's somebody balancing the scales, just like this person here in the card before us, and offering to these two. We're also hearing for some of you all, it's just figuring out that the person who's been shilling has been keeping people in a lower status because of how they may have falsely crowned themselves, with two different witnesses of that, to get on that throne there. There is a very, very strong indication towards partnerships in loving aspects right now, and with Venus getting ready to enter into Leo a little later on the 27th, you know, for 27 clubbings. We've got the partner showing up here under the caduceus, where it's a spiritual healing transmission that's happening. So if you've been recently encountered with certain love in your heart, whether it's for something like arts that you express or enjoy and appreciate, or perhaps a loving witness that might be a really good friend, could be a child of yours. I've got a couple of quadrupeds myself as a Leo moon guy, and I've just been having a serious loving romance with my babies. Could be something like that. Could also be the love of your life. So some of you that have been looking for things about twin flames and soulmates, this is a good time to come face to face with that, especially with balance. Being on the mend here, where perhaps that third party has just lifted itself up and out, so that there's a better communication here with the two that don't need an intercessor, if you will. Also hearing that some of you really need to know, especially if you've lost money on investments, whether that's in a loving sense, things that you've poured yourself into emotionally, or in some cases with your finances, your talents. That's what it might have looked like, especially if you were on the receiving end of all of these stabs. I'm hearing it was vicious lies for some of you. And what that might have looked like there, and what this is showing up as a 5 in the reverse is actually very happy for me, because I'm seeing new love after that loss, and realizing that whatever has come into your world at this time is highly protected by the loving guides that have always been there with you, Leo. See if we can get a little bit more information. I'm just going to pull us a Romance Angels Oracle card for those of you lovebirds that might be interested in the spiritual matters that could imply upon love. We'll lay us a love card down for a little help on that. Because some of you all have new love coming, and it could come in the form of a new job or career. I'm hearing for some of you it's an offer or acknowledgement for work that you have already done, where somebody might have tried to take it away from you. Here, and they got exposed. And for others of you, this is actually love that shows up with a face and somebody that you could have and hold. So let's see what's showing up for my Leos. That feels good right there. All right, Leo. Let's see what we got. Finances and career. Okay, so for some of you all, this is somebody you actually meet in passing. I'm hearing meet in passing. It's somebody you met in passing, something to do with, they're saying adjacent to your career. I'm hearing it might not actually be somebody in your direct office. Those of you that work in big buildings, you might be, if you haven't already met somebody there. And I'm actually seeing somebody like tossing pennies into a pond somewhere, and somebody that caught their eye while they were doing it. You're going to know how it happens, but we're hearing that financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, and for some of you all, that's actually the reason why you are better suited for the love coming in right now. Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it was playing wallflower while you were getting things stabilized, especially after a rough time where somebody might have kicked your cups over, just like that. But all you need to know now is that whatever it is that you had going on has been spiritually protected and guarded. Whatever that is that's been wrapping around you has protected that love partner for you if you've been looking for the right one. And if this was just all about the money and how you ground yourself, that's looking really good, Leo. I'm feeling good about your reading. I'm feeling good about this Fortnite, and I hope that this was helpful for you. If so, hit me up, let me know. I love your comments, I love your thumbs ups and appreciate them. If you'd like your own personal reading with just your information on it, well, you're going to want to hit me up here at artoflove.me. I'd be happy to take a look with just your energy. And if I don't hear from you, take care. God bless. We'll catch you again when we're back for another one. Bye for now, Leo.
Promise that you'll catch your